Hello everyone, and welcome to another window garden update. Since I did my last video, I decided on an actual name for the channel. It's just 24 Botanicals, so welcome to 24 Botanicals. And that's with Roman numerals because I'm an edgelord, and not just numbers 24. So we've been posting these videos up to YouTube, Odyssey, and then our updates on we've got a Twitter and an Instagram. So it's basically, you might see from the last video, I've given away quite a few of the basil to just friends and a couple of the chili pepper plants, but these are coming on really well. Actually thinking of especially some of these guys, because there's probably a few stalks in each one of these pots, so I'm going to have to get some bigger pots for these guys. Chives are going crazy. These little, I think they actually were chives in the end. I wasn't sure what they were. They just sprouted up in an empty pot, so I must have got some chives in here. So I'm going to put these in here with the mates. But it's really nice just with the basil and the chive, just being able to just pull them out the plant, give them a quick wash, and then put them on our food. The Venus flytrap's getting a lot bigger. It's looking quite aggressive now. I'm not actually seeing him eat a fly yet, which is a bit disappointing, but we've had a few ants been coming in from the window outside. The lady next door's chopped her ivy back and it's all been dying, as you can see. So going turning colours, it's all dying. So I think some of the ants that must have been living in there are kind of like escaping, I guess, and they've been coming in through the window. So the only thing I have seen him eat, is actually some leftovers there, is some poor little ants that have crawled into his pot. But I mean, this is such a cool plant. He's got little hairs in his mouth, and if you kind of brush the little hairs, he kind of just closes up. So it's cool. But we've had quite a lot of rain lately, as you can see. It's a bit miserable, and these really like to have rainwater, so I've been putting him on the ledge, and he's been getting well watered at least, and then the ants have been providing me some nutrition. So yeah, that's a basil, our chives, Venus flytrap. The chili peppers, quite excited to show that the very first little chili peppers have been started to bud on here. They're tiny, so most of these have got the starter chili peppers on them. And I've got a bunch of these, so I'll probably give a few of these away. Our mint is growing, and this is starting to smell really minty, which is nice. This was the random one again, a bit like the chives. There was just an empty pot, and a mint seed must have got into it, and it just started growing. So I wasn't sure what it was at first, because it was just mixed in with all the chili peppers. This was the actual mint that I grew. But weirdly, this one started. I didn't actually buy mint seeds until I got this fella. So there must have been a random mint just mixed in, I guess, with the chili peppers in the actual packet. With this one, yeah, I did plant 6, but only one grew. So I've got mint on the way. So my little experiment with the alien plant, our little succulent that I've had for years. So I mean, they do grow so slowly that I can't actually tell if the little bits that came off that plant are growing, but I think this one is, albeit really slowly. But they're not dying. They're not discoloured or anything, and they're still at the very tip. They're really green. I don't know if you can see because of the light and that, but you can see all the new growth that's like really green, and this is quite similar. So I guess it's still alive. So I'm just wondering to see if that will grow into new plants. Onto the celery, the little celery stalks that I grew. I mean, this one is now really sprouting. And again, this is nice, even just the leaves, you can put the leaves in your salads and stuff. But this one I guess has been going for about 6 weeks now, and that's really started to come on. And then this one was the one that I planted, like, I don't know, maybe 2-3 weeks ago perhaps. I think 3 weeks maybe. So that started to come through. So we've got celery. I mean, I'm not holding my breath for being able to survive on celery, as it takes so long to grow. But then one that I'm also excited about is this fella. Massive. So this, if you remember, was now 3 weeks ago. I planted just 3, I think they were new potatoes. They were small ones. I'm not too sure what type of potatoes they were, but they weren't, big jacket potatoes or anything. They were just maybe about this big, and they started to sprout. And I planted 3 it was, and this just gets bigger and bigger every single day. Like, I can't actually believe how big it's got. That's just a normal, just regular multi-purpose compost. So I have no idea what to do with this next. I think I'm gonna have to, I guess, maybe pot it in something bigger. But yeah, this is, I mean, I'm really intrigued to see, like, if there'll be just a bunch of potatoes when I pull these up at some point. So, but I'm not too sure how long you've got to leave them. But yeah, so this is just becoming, I mean, it must be 1.5 foot tall. This is crazy. And that's pretty much it. We've got I think this is it parsley or coriander? I always forget. I can never remember which one. But this I think this is the coriander. Is it parsley? I have no idea. But whichever one it is, we used loads of it, and it's all started to grow back. Kind of got rid of all the dead bits, and this is just growing, like, it's just shooting off some massive little shoots. And then I don't know which one this is. This is either coriander or parsley, whichever one. But this had basically died, and there was a few shoots that we saved, and we repotted that, and that started to grow back now. So I'll just put that in the window, give it a bit more sunlight. So yeah, so that's our little window garden update. I think next, it's kind of, well, you wouldn't know it from outside, but it's sort of like, well into summertime now. So I don't know, it's probably with most things, it's not like the time for sowing them, I guess. But I'm gonna see what I've got in my little seed pot, and now I've got some more space. I have to get rid of all the tomato plants and get rid of some of the herbs. I'll plant some more things and see if I can get them growing. The only other thing I'm thinking of doing is maybe putting some kind of shelves or ledges in front of the window so I can kind of just stack more up. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the update, and I'll see you in the next video.